This morning's Sunrise Smart Start starts with some breaking news. Overnight, as a man is in the hospital with life-threatening injuries after he was shot just west of the Genesee River. On that call, officers rushed out to the intersection of Columbia and Jefferson Avenues. This was just before 11 p.m. for the shooting. When they got there, they soon found that victim, 30 years old. No arrests have been made at this point in the investigation. Turning to developing news about this manhunt stretching from Ontario County across the country. This suspect who's accused of stealing nearly $100,000 from the American Legion in Geneva. He is now at the top of the county's most wanted list. Ron Spitzer here in studio with the latest on the search.
Yeah, Dale Mosher has been out of custody following his indictment, guys, but was expected to appear in court for a hearing last month. So when Mosher was a no-show, investigators discovered that he had disappeared. The 62-year-old's disappearance comes just days before the start of his trial. Prosecutors say he stole more than $92,000 from the organization between December of 2015 and May of 2023. Following his arrest, Mosher appeared in court multiple times and just on September 15th attended a scheduled pretrial hearing. The appearance was adjourned until the 18th. Mosher didn't show up to court that day. Investigators now believe Mosher may have fled to Tennessee, where some of his relatives live. He was last seen in a gray Jeep Renegade with Tennessee plates, which Ontario County Sheriff David Sorencione says belongs to one of his family members.
There are a large number of people that suspected he was stealing this money while it was under investigation, and quite honestly, even prior to it being reported to us. But he violated that trust and took that money, and now he has violated the court's trust and just taken off when he's supposed to be answering for these allegations. And we will find him.
If found and arrested again, Mosher could face an additional Class C felony with a maximum penalty of 8 to 15 years in prison. Anyone with information on his whereabouts is urged to contact OCSO. Guys?
Ron, thank you. To Washington, it is day 3 of this federal government shutdown and still no end in sight.
So today, the Senate will take up the competing GOP and Democrat spending bills trying to reopen the government. Republicans insist the only way forward is to pass the short-term spending bill from the House to fund through November, but Democrats will not drop their demands that the bill also include federal health care subsidies and protections for Medicaid. The White House isn't budging, as yesterday President Trump met with his administration's budget chief, Russ Vought, as he threatens to slash federal jobs and programs.
There could be firings, and that's their fault. We could cut projects that they wanted, favorite projects, and they'd be permanently cut.
And around the country, plans are underway to cope with the shutdown's impact on federal workers. Food banks that have already been hit hard with fewer donations are now furloughed. Many parks are still open with limited staffing, offering a small bright spot for the tourists.
Sunrise traffic here about 8 minutes ago until the 7 o'clock hour on this Friday. With volume picking up, we are seeing no slowdowns or backups due to any accidents coming in and out of downtown there from our Greater Rock Sky Eye on 490. 590 north and southbound. If you're headed out towards the Bay Bridge, you're coming in from Webster, all good. And it's a smooth ride right now, 390 going north and south in Henrietta. We'll take you inside the huddle. Fall weather may not be so much this weekend in Western New York. It'll be like the preseason in the NFL. The Bills will be bringing the blizzard, though, to Highmark Stadium come Sunday night against New England, ahead of the Bills' first ever rivalry game against the Patriots. That's how they're officially calling it, the white uniforms. Running back James Cook has been named AFC Offensive Player of the Month. He has recorded 3 straight games of at least 100 yards rushing and 1 rushing score. He leads the league with 5 rushing TDs and has the second most yards on the ground.
Again, I urge everyone to watch him when he doesn't have the ball, because he's just as exciting to watch. He's constantly following the ball, constantly turning his head and running and trying to spring an extra block for whoever has the ball. You know, he's an all-time teammate.
With a win Sunday, the Bills would move to 5-0 for the first time since 1991. Kickoff at 8:20. We got Bills kickoff live ahead of that game against the Pats beginning 11 o'clock Sunday morning. It'll be a full hour. The latest injury report, the final one before kickoff, as well as other news and notes with our sports gang. The last half hour will be on News 8 at 11:30 once it starts at 11 on the streaming app.
Happening this weekend, this year's walk to end Alzheimer's downtown, and exciting news from the organizers who say they are already past their $310,000 goal set for this year. News 8's very own Teresa Marsenberg, there she is, serving as the MC for the 3rd year in a row. Donations still being accepted, and you can still sign up to walk. Everything starts tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. at Innovative Field, and we have more information for you. If you want to register, visit act.alz.org/rock or rochesterfirst.com. We got all the info you need.
Swifties had a late night, early morning. They were lining up outside and inside Target for the midnight release of Taylor Swift's 12th studio album.
Yeah, I'm sure some bleary eyes are in our audience right now if you are watching. The Life of a Showgirl comes just after her record-breaking Eras tour. Swifties not only waited for the album, a poster, photos, and a unique poem written by the showgirl herself available on that exclusive release. One of our very own Swifties, Gio Battaglia, going to be taking...
Love it.
I wasn't ready. I didn't know they were going to have that. Gio Battaglia going to be taking a deeper dive into the music and lyrics behind the curtain tonight at 9 on the Rochester First streaming app. I love it. I want to know who Gio asked to draw that cartoon of him. It's so good.
Probably did it himself.
Yeah. I love it.
Gio was at Target, people already at Donuts Delight.
Yes.
Because of what they have today. These special T-Swift donuts. There you go.
Nice.
The cardigan sweater and her face all over it. This weighs like 20 pounds.
I don't know how they get them so
Now, are they
hefty.
like filled donuts? Because obviously there can't possibly be the hole in the middle to keep the picture all together. There you go.
Find out right now?
Yeah, I was like, what is it filled with? Glitter? I feel like it ought to be filled with glitter.
How about that?
You bite into it and the music pops out. That's what it is.
Sweet start to this morning as we're blasting Taylor Swift on the way to work. We've got a gorgeous one for you. Sunshine, upper 70s. I just pushed these numbers up a degree or two. 80s for you both weekend days, and then maybe some rain showers Tuesday, Wednesday.
We're going to be live for you on our podcast to close out the week. Second Cup of Sunrise with James. That'll be 9 o'clock on the Rochester First streaming app.
I want to watch you two bite into these glitter bombs we got here.
I know. Well, you can't take all of it, right? I mean,
here's the thing. Would you not feel bad biting right into her face?
I see some like
right
raspberry.
into the cheek, just
Well, if you were a regular watcher of the noon show, Brendan did fist smash one of these on live TV before.
That was before the Chiefs playoff game, wasn't it? It was a Taylor Swift donut.
That's right.
And we just said, boom!
Yeah, we smashed it.
Smashed it.
Yeah.
All right.
Not this one.
All right.
We like
Let's
Taylor
eliminate the food waste here. Enjoy Swiftie release day. Enjoy Friday. Have a great day, everyone. Thank you for watching News 8 at Sunrise.
Follow News 8 wherever you are on rochesterfirst.com, Facebook, X, and on our app for news and weather. Get the Rochester First streaming app today for everything you love from News 8 On Demand, plus exclusive shows you won't see anywhere else. Search ROC and download for free on Roku, Amazon Fire, and Apple TV.